is Sophie Weiner. It was the original Munsters, and it was all about Judaism. I'll never get over this, you know. It was 1954. Good year. And there we were. We were stars. And he played my son.
Sophie was going to be working with me, and I was like, okay, well, she's pretty much washed up in Hollywood, so she's going to television.
Well, they hired this little bitch. This little bitch named Crystal DeCanter.
I hate her.
You are such a liar. She blew you. And I never know why they would cast, you know, a chick, you know, with a mustache. It's supposed to be beautiful. And,
you know, Sophie, the only way she was getting any laughs was flashing her boobs around in front of everybody all the time.
Our producer, do you remember Mr. Manischewitz?
Yes.
Mr. Manischewitz was wonderful. He always had matzahs on the set. Always had matzahs on the set and gefilte fish, even when it wasn't the holidays.
I got the part over the young William Shatner.
He sucked.
He did suck.
And yeah, he went to Green Acres.
I have to say the pinnacle of bad taste was bringing in the eight-legged spider.
They had this eight-legged spider because, you know, he had 8 legs and he could light the menorah at one time. I mean, we did clever things.
And he had 8 arms, and he could light the menorah all at once. He was very cool.
And that 8-legged spider would go poof.
The only problem was he had a flatulence problem, which it smelled like wet wolf fur.
And then it catches fire. The entire spider goes up in flames.
We had a lot of good writers, and we had a lot of good stuff on there.
Terrible scripts.
And the mummy with the black face, they didn't know if mummies were white or black. So we had a mummy move in that was black, and we thought we were just being friendly. But, I mean, now it seems like it's racist, but back then, the problem was there's a white man. I think it was Paul Lynde with blackface.
Now you can't even twinkle your nose. It's like
no, don't say that.
Incorrect.
I think that's trademark.
Can't do this.
Yeah,
it's incorrect.
No, can't do it. But Paul Lynde was great.
The most ridiculous writing. They bring Sammy Davis Jr. in, who's a fabulous dancer, a wonderful singer.
He came on the show, and I was making matzo ball soup.
Sammy Davis, I'm thinking, what the hell? And he's got an eye going like this, and it's freaking me out. And I said, I don't think that, whatever.
And then his eye popped out into the soup, and we laughed.
And they make him pop his eyeball out? I mean, really.
It was matzah eyeball soup, not matzo ball soup. And Sammy, fabulous. And very Jewish. Very Jewish.
The thing he did with his eye popping out in the bowl, you know, a lot of people won't do that because you know what? That's a weakness.
Well, yes. And then they bring on Frank Sinatra. Old blue eyes.
You know, Frank Sinatra punched me in the balls. Did you know that?
Oh, my God. Well,
and then he goes, bada bing, and he punches me in the crotch. His daughter did the Boots Made for Walking. We hung out together, and she's a sweet girl. And she punched me in the balls, too.
We had all kinds of shenanigans going on backstage. Behind the scenes, little Eddie Munster is dropping his pants at every minute, and then we find out that little Eddie Munster is a 35-year-old midget.
I mean, he's a weird kid.
Weird.
I would come out of the shower, he's staring at me.
Oh, my God.
This is my widow's peak. I have a widow's poke.
Okay, I know.
A widow's poke.
Harvey, keep it in. You were always a strange kid. I mean, you were a child, and you were always dropping your drawers.
Because I can.
Did you learn acting from a wolf, or did you go to Juilliard?
I went to Juilliard. I started with human parents, but they dumped me off in a cave and I was raised by the wolves. And I was Rin Tin Tin's understudy at one point, but that didn't really work.
Rin Tin Tin was a fabulous actor.
It was a lot of shocking events, and I stuck it out, and then, of course, the season got canceled.
Doug Henning came in and played Jesus.
That was weird. Jesus dies. And instead of just having him come back, at Easter, he has him come back as a zombie. Not a good-looking zombie either.
I thought it was special. It was lightning in a bottle.
Having Jesus come back as a zombie, it was the most ridiculous writing.
And then they offed the show.
It was probably my fault, because I'm not Jewish enough.
And you're not circumcised, and that's a very strange thing in Judaism, because you have to be circumcised. And they probably saw your penis on camera or something like that. This asshole from the network, Sven Hershey, He comes in and he just fires us because he's like, Sven, Sven.
I moved on to much bigger and better things. Dynasty was in the works. They were talking about it, and I decided I was going to go there.
I didn't see you on any of those episodes.
Well, I played John Forsythe's daughter for 1 or 2 episodes.
I don't think you were on Dynasty.
That's because you're losing your eyesight.
And I just decided to go mainstream. And so I did a lot of commercials. And, you know, it was changing of the tides. And I truly did Dallas and Dynasty and Three's Company. And
for my sake, I ended up marrying Sven, and we ended up having a fabulous life.
My career went well. I was on an episode of Lost in Space. I played a rock.
So I think it turned out for the best that they moved on. And, of course, Yvonne DiCarlo was fabulous in the part. She made Sophie look like an old troll.
Fred Quinn's a nice guy.
yeah.
But that's not the theme of the show. You know, when the show came back, it was All in the Family. That's when the show came back.
That was a very good version of us.